Hello and welcome to this new lesson in ArcGIS Pro. And once more, we cannot see ArcGIS Pro, and that comes for a reason. If you have a close look on the product range of Esri technology, there is always the talk or the mentioning of a platform of something you can use in your everyday life, whether it's an app, whether it's a mobile device and some shared maps on there, or it's a desktop product. And we are dealing here in this course with desktop product. But due to the fact that the desktop product is just the front-facing or customer-facing application, Esri really pushes you to store data online, make it easy to share and to analyze, of course, because cloud computing platform has some more power than your local PC. And so this time we will take a second look at ArcGIS Online. And you can see here we will start right off with a pre-developed web map. A web map consists of different layers. So we can see here accidents 2014, 2013, 2012, 11, and a layer called municipal boundaries. We will alter this map so that it makes more sense and it is much more appealing to the outside viewer. So stay tuned. What we will do with this map, we will change the style from the map so it's more pleasing to the viewer. And as you can see from the legend here, we have legend and content. There are different layers added to this web map. We have accidents 2014, 2013, and so on. And so what we will do, we will work with this information to somehow make it easier to understand what this web map is all about. So let's change the content. And first of all, let's switch off all the other layers that are not of our concern right now. So you can see that there are simple blue spots and blue stars here. And once you are on the accidents 2014 layer, you can see that there are different symbols. So we can show the legend, we can show a table. These are all the tables in 2014 or all the features of 2014. We can change the style. We will do this in a few seconds. We can filter, we can do some clustering, and we can perform some analysis. Then there is another pop-up, or let's say menu entry, where you see all the other items like the show item details from this exactly layer. So, but as said, we will change the style. Currently, this is style called pedestrian. Let's have a look here on the options tab. You can see that it's working on the pedestrian on the label pedestrian, bicycle, others. So let's have a look. What's it all about? There's a label here called pedestrian, but there's also a label called or an attribute called harmful_EV, and this is somehow indicating whether it's in a pedestrian involved or bicycle. But now the symbols here is the blue square and the blue star symbol. Oh, there's nothing about starring something, because there was a bicycle involved in the accident. So what we will do, we will change the symbol. So let's click on this, and we will go with image. Oh, we will not go with an image. We will go with A to Z. And let's search for something that is more impacting, like a blue rectangle, right? But this is not A to Z. Let's have a look at basic. No. Oh, well, what's about damage? Disasters. General infrastructures. There are many different aspects we can use, or symbol level we can use. So let's search for red warning sign. Oh well, let's use this one. You can change the symbol size here. We will go with 20 or with 30. So these are now all the accidents where a pedestrian was involved. And let's go with the same, but in yellow maybe. Or with this beauty. And let's take the same size of 30 pixels. That's it. Now all the accidents with pedestrians are marked here, and all the bicycle accidents are marked as well. So this is now one possibility. And we will also take care of we will say done. So that's now, we can have a look at the legend. That's cool. And we will now have a look at the municipal boundaries. The municipal boundaries is show location only, which is quite fine for the moment. But let's have a look, because the boundaries are not so easy to see. Let's switch them on first before we can judge them. But you can see it's sometimes hard to differentiate between a map feature and the boundaries feature. So we will enhance the visual footprint a little bit by adding some differentiation between the filling on one side and the outline on the other hand. So we'll go with the fill. Let's take this one. Transparency will be set to 50, and the outline, maybe make the outline a little bit not that transparent, just by 75%. Create a width of 3. Let's have a look how this turns out to be. Oh, not that good. Let's switch over to 50 for the outline and the fill. Transparency 75. Now this looks much better. So 100% transparent, you won't see anything, and now we have a clear statement that where are the accidents and where are the boundaries. So that's one thing, changing the style of layers. Now press everything done. Now we have a clear differentiation between pedestrians on one side and bicycles on the other end. Having a proper style in your map is one thing. The other thing is having the correct information for the viewer of your map. So have a look on the current pop-ups of our features. So let's click on one of them. You can see there are a lot of attributes visible, first of all, to the viewer, and quite hard to understand. So what is day of week? It might be day of the week, but what are all the other attributes that are coming along, like total fata, total PE, and so on. So let's have a look whether we can somehow alter the pop-up to make it easier to understand for the viewer. So let's click on the 3 points here and go to configure pop-up. So you can see that, first of all, the pop-up title, accidents, well, the underscore is a little bit technical, right? So let's have a look, or let's change this to accidents 2014. We have a list of field attributes, and currently all the attributes are there. So maybe we should configure the attributes and, well, select display all none. And first of all, we will only go with the location. The location 4 is the attribute, right? So field alias, we will change this to location and not location underscore 4. And we will have the date. Let's have a look where the dates are, whether we can find them easily. Latitude, longitude, total CV, and so on. Where are the dates? That makes it also hard for the viewer, right? So if he sees all the attributes that are there, it is not really good to understand. So let's have a look here. There are some updates, impact, work, field, saved. I cannot see it. So let's first press OK. So let's have a second look on all the attributes inside the feature here, and I think it is somewhere over there. Date of creation it is. So once again, configure attributes and search in the list for the date of creation. Date of CR was the name. Date of CR, there it is. So let's check this. Once again, rename it to date. Okay, And then there's a type of feature. Of course, we have already the visual imprint with an A and a yellow pointer, but maybe we will add this information to the attribute as well, to the pop-up as well. But there is a problem with that, because currently harmful EV is either 0, 9 or 10 for the bicycles. So we will need to deal with that, right? Therefore, the attribute expressions comes into play. So let's add an attribute expression, and this is some sort of function builder to take elements or attributes, combine them, analyze them, and visualize them. So what we will do here, we will go with an if statement, and the if statement takes the feature dot harmful EV and asks whether it's 9. And if it is like this, then it should be a bicycle. Then it should be a pedestrian. When it's not 9, as it is always pedestrian or bicycle, it should be bicycle. So let's test this. Field not found. Okay, so let's have a look how the field names are. I think maybe we need to write it like this. Test this now. Now it works. So what we've learned here, it is case sensitive. So here we have 9 for pedestrian, and if the condition is not met, we will name it bicycle. Let's have a look here on the functions. There are a lot of functions available right now. Constants are there as well, and this is now the case. We will rename this here. Well, make it type of accident or victim. Let's call it victim. I hope it is a victim. So let's save it. Press on OK, and let's have a look here on OK. Now open up. We have here now a date. We have a location _4. We need to rename this, of course. So let's go back again to the pop-up dialog. Configure pop-ups. Go here, double click on location. Configure attributes, not double clicking. So location was quite at the bottom of the field list. Rename it to location. Press on OK. Okay, close this. Once again, check here location, date, victim. Oh, let's bring this to the top right and say OK. Once again, check this, and now we have victim, bicycle, date, January 23rd, and we have the location of the accident itself. So this is a way how to save and style and alter the message of a map. So because if we style it differently, we make a visual impact on the viewer. And if we make it too complex, the viewer of the information will not see the relevant information. And if we change the information we present, like using bold text, cursive or italic text, and so on, and hide attributes between and reorder, we also alter the meaning of the information, right? So be careful what you are doing. Now we are making some impact that pedestrians are harder affected by the accidents with the red symbol, and bicycles are not that hard affected. But of course, this is case specific. So we cannot really argue that hard on that. But why we are doing that with ArcGIS? First of all the information that is available on ArcGIS Online, due to the fact that it is shared with the public, you can use on ArcGIS Desktop as well. If we save this here now, and we will do it, we will save this as accidents. We will be able to take the same content in ArcGIS Pro, alter it, and republish the data there. So if there are new accidents, or you would like to join the one dataset with other datasets as well, like accidents 2013, 12, and 11, you can republish the layer, and the visual impact of the map will not be altered at all. It will be just having, or it will just have new features. And this is just awesome because the URL will be the same, the query will be the same, all the users on the web will get the updated information on a snap, and that's the platform behind ArcGIS Pro. That's why I'm showing you ArcGIS Pro, how to use it properly, and how to alter the features as well as the representation on the web with you. Stay tuned for more ArcGIS Pro content. If there are any questions, just drop them down below. Otherwise, subscribe, take care, and goodbye.